Hi guys, welcome to my channel. This is a new series we are going to start today. So in this series, we are going to cover about the solid principles. So where we are going to use the solid principles? What is the use of the solid principle? What are the benefits we are going to get if you follow the solid principles? So if you are new to coding, or if you are already aware of the solid principles but you don't know how to use it and where to use it, this series will help you how to use and where to use it. Okay, what are the benefits? And if you are not following the solid principles, what are the disadvantages we are going to face? That is also we are going to understand in this series. Okay, so now coming to now in our entire videos, so we are going to explain only Java only, right? So if you're taking the Java is a object oriented programming language. So by using this language, what we are going to do, we are going to develop any application. Like in my case, I'm developing one e-commerce website. So if you are developing any e-commerce website, what we are going to think, definitely the application should be developed as a robust. Okay, the application we need to develop as a robust application, right? We need to develop a robust application. Okay, now I am planning to develop an e-commerce website. The application should be robust. Okay, so if you want to develop any robust application, you need to follow some ways. What are the ways? The first way is write a clean code. Okay, so we need to write the clean code. Okay, first one is we need to write the clean code. Okay, the second, the application should be maintainable. What is the meaning of the write a clean code, and what is the meaning of the maintainable, we'll discuss. Okay, first understand, you need to, if you are developing any application, you need to build one robust application. If you want to build a robust application, you need to follow these three things. What is the first thing? Write clean code, maintainable, and scalable code. Okay, scalable. So if you follow these three things, then only your application will be robust application, or else it is not a robust application. Okay, so what is the meaning of the write a clean code and maintainable and scalable? Now we can discuss those. Okay, what do you mean by clean code? This is the notes I prepared for you. So if anybody want to see these notes, so in the description I will mention my WhatsApp group link. You can join that group. I will post these notes in this group. Okay, now first thing, discuss about the write a clean code. So write a clean code means, now you are working in e-commerce website. Okay, so if you are working e-commerce website, now you want to do write a one use case. The use case is nothing but user, save user. Okay, or else create a login. So some of the, we have the number of use cases on that, we are going to do the login. Okay, so once you are working with the login functionality, so whatever the things we are going to use, like what are the details we are going to capture from the user? We are going to capture details from the user, like username and password. Password. So these are the variables. And the method name, what we are going to keep the method name, login user. Okay, and some functionality. So write a clean code means, so if you are working with anything in the application, you supposed to follow the proper namings. Proper naming. That means the variable, whenever the develop anybody seeing our code, they need to understand what it means. If anybody see this variable name, username, they can simply understand, okay, this is the username, so this is the password. If anybody seeing this method like login user, they can simply understand, okay, this is the function for the authenticate the user, like login user or something, whatever the name, that meaningful names we need to use. Okay, why we supposed to follow this one? Maybe currently you are part of this project, maybe maybe someone joined this project and they need to work on the same functionality at the time. So whenever they see the code, they can able to simply understand, then only they can implement the new features with the less time. Or else if you are not following the standards, what will be happen? So they need to spend a lot of time to understand, right? So that is a time consuming process, okay, that will affect the application. Okay, that's why we will prefer to write a code in a clean pattern. So whatever you are using, you need to mention, you need to use the clear variable names, function name and standards. Those we should follow, then only everybody can able to understand the that logic. Okay, that is the meaning of the clean code. Okay, let me read this one for you. Clean code refers to the code that is easy to read. That means, so in a team we have the 10 members. If anybody is seeing that one, they can able to understand that one. Easy to read and understand and navigate also. When code is clean, it follows best practice, is well organized and avoid unnecessary complexity. That means if anybody understand that code, they will simply add the features on the respective code, or else they need to spend some time, need to understand that one. Okay, simply you can assume clean code is like a well organized house, everything in its place, make it easy to find and fix things when needed. That means in now our application build development is completed, you move to the production. If any issue came, so they need to work on it, right? So in that time, if it is well organized, then I can simply go to there and I can fix that one. Okay, so that is the use of the clean code. Key characters of the clean code: the code is written in a way others can easily understand. So this is what we discussed up to now. Okay, so if you want these notes, please join my WhatsApp group, I will share it. The next one is the maintainable code. Okay, the next we are going to discuss about the maintenance. Okay, so like why we are saying that this is a maintainable code. So if you are write the code in a clean way, so like in future, if you want to add one more new feature, that should be, that should not affect all other functionality. That means like in e-commerce, I'm not going to, this is the e-commerce project, but I'm not going to keep all the functionalities in a single unit. So instead of keeping the single unit, what I will do, I will break this application into single layers, like multiple layers. The first layer is going to deal with the users. Users. Second layer, it is going to deal with the payments. Okay. Now I need to implement some of the new features in the payment section. Okay, in the payment section. That means I'm not going to touch the users. There is no effect in the user section. Okay, so that means it is a maintainable, right? So once you fix something in the payment, it doesn't affect the remaining other services. It is only affecting the payments. That means it is the maintainable code and it is easy to test also. Okay, that is the maintainable thing. Okay, you can read this one. Maintainable code refer to the code easy to modify, update, debug over time. Okay, why? Because we are touching where the issue is, we are not, it is not going to affect the remaining all services. So software system changes frequently, whether due to new features or bug fixes or updates. Maintainable code is flexible, well structured and does not make changes more difficult than need to be. Okay, so you can see you can add the new feature without breaking the existing code or over complicating the things. Okay, that was once you add anything that shouldn't be affecting the all other areas. It should be minimal effect. Okay, like that we need to. That is the maintainable. So that means that is a maintainable thing. That is also we need to. This thing also we need to follow when you are developing application. The second one is scalable. That means scalable. Now in e-commerce, I announce a sale. So what I did, I announce a sale for the sale offer for the January 1st. So that time I will get the more request to the user service. Usually I will get the only 100 requests per day. But when I announce the sale, I'm going to get the 1000 requests. Okay, usually what is the normal is I will get 100. But once I announce the sale, I got the 1000 requests. For simple, I am saying these numbers. This is a general dummy numbers only. So in live you will get the more numbers. Okay, so 100 100 and 1000. So in this case I am in a situation to scale my application. Okay, so if I scale my entire application, that will create the burden to me. Okay, that require the some environment and stuff, everything is required. But I don't want to do that one. What I want to do, so whatever the service it is going to have the more load, I am in a situation to scale that respect to service only. I need to scale this user service only. So, okay, that means we are in a situation to scale independent services instead of the entire unit. Okay, so this is the scalable. Okay, let me read this one. Scalable code refer to the code that can handle growth, whether in terms of the traffic, features, or complexity, without becoming slow, inefficient, and difficult to maintain. As your application grows, scale the code, handle more users, more data, more requests without breaking down. That means once you develop any application, you are in a situation to scale that application once traffic is increases. So these are the three things. What are the three things? These three things we should follow. Once you are developing any application, the application should be robust. So if you want to build a robust application, you need to consider these 3 points. Okay, if you are considering these 3 points before developing application, how we are going to achieve these 3 points? We are going to achieve these 3 points by following the solid principles. By following these solid principles. Okay, what is the solid acronym means? Okay, so S for single responsibility principle, O for open closure principle, L for Liskovi substitution principle, I for interface segregation principle, D for dependency inversion principle. These are the 5 solid principles we are going to discuss in the next upcoming videos. Next video we are going to discuss about the single responsibility principle. What is the single responsibility principle, where we are going to use it, how we are going to utilize this functionality practically, we are going to cover in the next video. So if my videos are useful to you, please subscribe me. Okay, so thank you for watching this video.